it's Frederica and I'm back with another video. This is a very special edition. I have my beautiful daughter with me and she's not rating outfits tonight. She's doing something different. We're doing a back to school haul. As you guys know, we have been dealing with a pandemic, so everybody's school situation is different. Some kids are going online, some are going remotely. Online and remotely I mean the same thing. But anyway, I'm sorry. Some people are going back to school and some are doing remote. So we chose remote learning and our school chose it as well. And some schools didn't choose remote learning and some of them are already going back into an outbreak. They're having outbreaks in certain cities and things like that, and certain colleges. If you keep up with the news, then you'll see all of these things too. So I just think really now, until we get everything under control, that it's safe for all of our children probably to be dealing with remote and online learning. That being said, these kids have to be organized because we have to be the teachers at home, and then we have our teachers online, which we're so thankful for. I tell you, teachers do not get the praise and the love that they deserve. They need to be paid $1 million a year. It is hard to teach children, okay? I've been doing it since March, so I can attest to that. You hear me? So that being said, we're happy to bring you guys this haul. Hopefully it's affordable and it helps you and your family out. It's about August the 22nd, so some schools have started back and some are starting later. My daughter is starting back next week, and she'll tell you what grade and everything else that she's starting in. So we want to share her supplies with you. Take it away, sweetie.
Okay, so first of all, I'm going to say that I'm going into 8th grade, and this is my backpack. So I'm going to start with, let's say, these glue sticks. Okay, so here are some glue sticks that I got. I have a big one in here. So here are some glue sticks that I got from Target. This is the small pack, but I have one big one because I needed one big one.
Well, show them the big one as well. I think that's what you were looking for.
This is the one big one.
Yep, I got it. And what do you use your glue sticks for? What are these for?
We use them for basically all the classes, just to like glue paper. If we're cutting stuff, glue it back. Like if we're doing little vocab quiz things.
Oh, okay, nice.
So here are some mechanical pencils right here by Bic. We got these at Target too. This was a good pack, I think, and it's like pretty. They have like glitter on them, if you can see.
And how many did you get in here?
In there's
you got like 26. Okay.
We got 26.
You get 26 and they say sparkle, guys. So those are good. And I think these were like $4 something. They had like a 75% discount or something. So that's really good for mechanical pencils.
Okay, so I also have these colorful pencils and these Ticonderoga pencils, so I'm going to go over it. So, there are these colorful pencils that we actually got from Dollar Tree. I tried them out. They write really well. They sharpen well. Everything is good about these. They're just like regular Ticonderoga pencils. They're just colorful. So, they come in the colors yellow, pink, green, and orange. Then I have red pens. I don't have just one of these. I have about 5 red pens, but I didn't need too many of those. Then I have regular Ticonderoga pencils because I know I'll need those because sometimes teachers don't like, you know, the colorful ones. Then I have black pens, and I have about 10 black pens. And then I have just some highlighters. I have 3 highlighters in here. And in those colors, I have them in the same kinds as the pencils, except one of them, which is green. So I have orange, pink, and yellow highlighters. These are Sharpie highlighters, so you know these are the really good brands. They write well, you know, they highlight stuff. We use highlighters in school. For me, I know we kind of have like sort of textbooks, not too much of textbooks, but I know we'll use them to highlight sentence. Sometimes they're just for fun. We don't even need them, but we like use them. But I think they're really like colorful and they like brighten up the paper.
And it's good for referencing, you know, things in books and stuff. But you guys probably will have everything online. You're getting new Chromebooks too, so that's good.
But with online school, they are kind of having us use the paper at the same time. Like things, so you would think you don't need it, but you kind of do need it at the same time. Even if you're like saving stuff for like later in the year if we like do go back. So these are index cards. We got these from Target, and I like that we got them from Target because the Target ones are like the biggest ones. The other ones that they like us to have are 3x3. These are actually 4x6, which means you can write more on these ones. They're big. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a problem that it's not 3x3, but you know, I just think it's good to have a bigger size of anything. So then, these are really cool. I have a bunch of small Post-its, but you know, I wasn't going to show those because it's like a lot of them. But if you guys wanted to know, in the small Post-its, I have pink, blue, a little yellow one. So then I have these medium-sized yellow ones, and this is the biggest ones that they sell, like this. And these are also Post-its. Their stick is different, so it's a little bit like weaker than the smaller ones. I don't know why, but they still stick. And if you wanted to glue them on anything, because that's another way to do Post-it notes. But I think they're really, this one, it has really nice colors because it's bigger.
Now, what do you use these for? Is this to keep you organized?
Well, it's to keep me organized, but at the same time, I use it for like science, not really math, but sometimes we'll use it for math, LA, like anything I need vocab for, even social studies too. So, we went over this. So, these are the last two things that I have in here that I haven't gone over.
These look like they got damn.
So,
It looks like they've been through some issues. What is going on?
Actually, they have.
Oh my goodness.
Those are from before in school that I had.
Oh
So I
my
guess
gosh.
they must have gone
Those
through
are
some
old
water.
school supplies.
Either they went through some water, or that was when I wiped them off, because I wiped off all my
Oh my goodness. Oh yes.
I wiped off all my school supplies because I knew people were touching them. And the guy was like all close to her.
Long story short. Yeah. That, in fact, that Post-it notes have been through some issues before.
But I might not
But
use
they're
those.
still usable.
Yeah. But I might not use those. I might just use some different ones, or I might take my brother's because his look nicer than mine. Since his didn't have to be washed off, we just aired them out. So back to this. These are the colored pencils that we got from Target, and this was a very good sell.
Oh yeah, these were like I think 76 cents. Because I told my daughter, we have some school supplies at home. I do not want to be spending extra money that we don't need to spend if we have these things at home. I said, if they're like less than $1.99, I'll get them. So these were like 96 cents or something like that. So I got, you know.
Okay, so this is a sharpener. We get these because we need to sharpen our regular pencils and colored pencils, because, especially colored pencils, because teachers say always get your own, because colored pencils mess up their electric sharpeners. If you guys are going back to school, they mess up their electric sharpener, and sometimes it breaks it when you put it in there. Plus, it just works better when you're using the smaller ones. Plus, they like when we get the catcher so it's not spilling all over the floor, and we don't have to get up out of our seat to, like, you know, do it over the garbage can. It's good for home too, because you don't want it to be messing up. Okay, so
We can put these back in here.
all
now.
we have in our backpack. We're gonna put it back in there.
Okay, and then you can go on to the next stuff.
Okay.
I'll take care of it.
So I'm gonna do my binders. I had to get 4 binders, as you can see here. So the 4 binders I had to get was this gray one. I had to get binders for my classes, LA Math, Social Studies, and I think Science too we're going to need one. I've never needed a binder for Science. It was always notebooks, which is kind of different for me for 8th grade. But
Now tell them about the colors.
I did get one.
What was your reasoning
So,
for the colors?
the reasoning for the colors was, so me and my brother, we split them together. I let him pick his colors too. So we had 7 binders that we picked out with just kind of random colors, but colors that we liked too. So I think he got a green one, a yellow one, and a black one.
Yeah, he said blue.
Yeah.
Blue or something.
And he wanted, like, I think he wanted blue or something. So I kind of wound up getting the leftovers, but kind of what I want, because he wanted to give me the black, but I've never had a gray, so I took the gray instead of the black. That was the only thing that I actually took from him. So this is the gray binder, and these are 1 inch, by the way, because the 2 inch are bigger. They hold more, but like you don't need that for just one class if you have to get 4 more.
Right, that's true.
So I have this pink one. This
hot
pink. Yeah, hot pink.
Fashionable.
Because I like pale pink too, but you know, there's just something different about hot pink. So I got this orange binder, which I really like. It really like reminded me of sunburst. I was gonna take the yellow, but then I said that might just be too bright. So I said I'm gonna get the orange.
Yeah, good choice.
And then I got this purple one, which is by a different company, but it's still 1 inch. You can tell it's not by the Target brand, but it works the same. So this is my last color in purple for the binders. Okay, now let me talk about...
By Avery. That's a very expensive brand.
So
these
now,
weren't that cheap.
Okay, so now let me talk about my notebook and these dividers. So here is the 5-subject notebook. I don't know. I only have 4 subjects unless they want me to have a 5 one for if we're going to do health or something else. So I don't know what I needed 5 subjects for unless they expect 1 subject to like run out of paper. But I had 5 subject wide ruled paper because I'm pretty sure they don't sell these in college roll, and it's from Target. This was like, I feel like medium price, but it has 200 sheets in it. So if you guys don't know what dividers are, because I don't know, not everybody needs to get dividers for school. Dividers are basically things that go in the little hooks, like you know when you open up the hooks in your binder, you put them in your binder to separate certain sections of your binder. Like in math, I know I had a section for graded papers and non-graded papers, and then the actual work of the binder. So we had different sections. They usually, sometimes we got them mixed up, or sometimes from the beginning of the school year we wouldn't set them up right, but it wound up being fine because I never really lost my stuff. I know I did it wrong because I couldn't get my locker open, so that's why I did it wrong. So I was late into class. In my school, they don't be waiting for people to get their locker open, so we wound up just being in the hallway until we actually could get our locker open. And then we went back inside, and they were almost done setting up the binder, so I just kind of like looked at the person next to me, and one of my friends helped me do it, so I did it wrong. But I still did it right. Well, it was still okay. So they come in all these like colors, like kind of a variety of colors. They give you red, orange, yellow, and green.
Now, how do you label these? Or you got the little...
Okay, oh yeah, they had these little... See, I'm not sure you guys can see. These little papers that are kind of like indented where you can just tear them off. Usually they don't work if you tear them off, so you might have to cut them. Because I had to like...
Get more precise.
I had to cut mine right on the line
with
to
the
get
tabs,
it out.
yeah.
So basically, there's a little pocket thing right here in the dividers. So you cut this and you slip the paper in right there, but you write on it first. You write on
tab.
Yeah, it's called tab. I didn't know that either. So you have to write on it, and then you have to put it in there so you know it's labeled. And or if you don't have it, you can always like write on it with a Sharpie. So it doesn't really matter, because sometimes these little papers, they also fall out if your binder falls or something. So that's it for dividers.
Well, they do help you stay organized, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much, yep.
Okay, so next I have 4 notebooks, basically just in the colors of red and orange. So I had to get, these notebooks are college ruled actually, so I'm thinking I'm just going to be using them for writing, for different classes. These are from my 4 main subjects, not anything extra I wanted to take, because they still haven't told me about my extra classes, like if I wanted to do, because I like choir, right? So I wanted to do choir and maybe some different classes, but they gave me 2 math classes, so I have to see if I can switch it. So I don't know if I'll be doing any extra classes or if I'll need a notebook for it. But usually they just have me use the same folder for choir, or they have us go get a new one for choir. So these are just the notebooks. Okay, next I I have some quad ruled reinforced filler paper. This is basically graph paper, but at Target, for some reason, they call it reinforced paper, which is why when I went in the aisle and I saw reinforced paper, I was like, oh, that's not graph paper. But then I went closer and I was like, oh, this is actually graph paper, but they call it reinforced. It's the same thing. You see it has the lines. You see it has the lines and everything. So basically we use these for like coordinates most time, just to put the dot right on the lines, or if we're doing graphs or anything else. This is basically only for math or science, or if they make you take an extra science class sometimes, which I only had to do quarterly, which was in 6th grade, which was like 2 years ago basically. But that was those, like, basically this is just gonna be for math. Sometimes they have you take this, basically take off the whole plastic and just put in your binder, because you never know when you'll need it.
That's right. Well, how many sheets do you get in this one today?
In this one you get 100 sheets.
Okay.
Yeah. And what I forgot to say was, like, sometimes you might not even use it for graphing. You might just write on it to write on it, especially if you don't have loose leaf all the time. But you know, they like for you to just write on it just in case, if we're not just doing numbers and we have to like randomly draw something or do like shapes, because we like to draw out like the problems sometimes too, like we draw like shapes and stuff. Okay, also we have this Busy Bee planner. We got this from, well, actually I forgot to say that we actually did go to Ross. That was kind of like a quick stop for some other things that we needed too, not really school supplies.
No, this is related to like school supplies.
Yeah.
We went there looking for the planner, remember?
Yeah, we did go there
Planners are
looking
just
for the
too
planner.
expensive at Target.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, don't. If you can like get it somewhere else, try Ross or TJ Maxx.
Because I saw some really small planners that were like this small, and they were for like $30. Some people said
Let me
they
finish
paid
with
for
her. Like $20 and up, I think is a lot to pay for a planner for kids in school. I think like it's a lot, and even for like adults. So I found one for myself, even for like $3.99. You know, where I can just jot in everything. So my daughter, she'll go over and tell you how much this was, and like show you inside of it and everything too.
So basically, this is the little tag thing. It's from Ross. This was
You
$6.
gotta go take it closer so they can see it.
This is from Ross, just so you can see.
How affordable it was.
As you can see, this is $6 and a little more with tax. This is only $6. It actually used to be $10, but they put it on sale, which is still both good prices for this planner. Let me show you the inside.
Does it say anything special on the front?
On the front, it just has this bee, and it says a bee, Busy Bee, the name of the company, basically. 2020 to 2021 weekly planner on the side. And there's nothing special on the back except where it was distributed and stuff, small print. So basically it has bees inside, if you can see. And then, let's just do a quick flip through. If you see, this is basically what the inside of the planner looks like. It's right. And then when you do notes, which also start, these are notes and appointments in there. So in case you guys wanted to go get this planner anywhere, and they have to-do lists on the side of some months. So in case you guys wanted to get this anywhere, you can go to Ross and get this.
Well, then I think it'll keep you really organized.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
We use that to like write our homework, because they say if you don't write down your homework, sometimes you'll forget it. They always made us, when we were younger, they made us get our planners signed by our parents, just to like, you know, that stopped in like after 5th grade, because I still have the signed planners from that. They make our parents sign our planner every night. Sometimes we would forget on accident. They used to be like, oh, bring it the next day. But then as we got older to like 5th grade, they were kind of like, you know, telling us, come on, you gotta like, no, because you gotta. But I wrote down my homework, but I would like forget to get it signed, or I would wait till the next morning to get it signed, because sometimes I would just like forget. But they would get mad at us when we didn't write our homework down, because sometimes, because they know if we wrote it down, we know what the homework was, so we can't say we didn't know what it was. So these are some paper clips, the jumbo size. And we got these at Ross too. If you can't see, these ones are only $2 and you get 6 of them. And you see how big these are? You see they're decorated. They had another color of these too. I think it was like pastel pink.
Right, pastel pink, yes.
But I think they're really cute, and I will be using those because I used to use binder clips, but like they weren't like cute, they're just black. I used to use those for my planner, but I'm probably going to use those because, you know, teachers say when we just have to like flip through it, so we just clip the pages. So then finally I had to get some folders. I had to get 5 folders.
I just think you need more of those. I like these folders.
Yeah, I really like these folders.
Plastic.
I had one plastic that actually tore, but that was only because I used it for like a bunch of other things.
Extensively.
Yeah, I used it for science, which was a lot. And I know science was one of those classes that I did not have time to go from lunch or whatever. No, from choir to science. So I like
put everything together.
Basically put everything together. So I would have 2 classes with me sometimes, just because I can't go back to my locker and be late, because sometimes we only get 2 minutes, 1 minute to get places. Like sometimes they don't care when you're late, but it's just nice to be like on time or early. But sometimes the teachers might let you out late, but you know, it's just nice to have good plastic folders like these, because I remember my paper one last year tore up.
Yeah.
And then when I found it, because I had lost it, I found it and it was actually like torn apart, but it was somehow holding my stuff in there. So I got these colors, yellow, red, and blue. Just for the folders. They have 2 pocket folders with the little, I think it's called prongs. So you can put paper inside. And they're all made the same because, and we got these ones from Target for I don't know how much, but I think they were like maybe, what, like $3 each?
No, they were cheaper than that.
I thought maybe $1.
I think 75 to 99 cents, yeah.
Because we got a lot of folders.
Yeah. So that's a really affordable price. Okay, you have anything else to show?
I don't have anything else I want to show.
Do you have any tips or anything?
I think
for online studying?
Online studying, here's one thing that people really don't know about online studying is like, I feel like you should wake up actually a little bit early, like maybe like, not like as early as you used to go to like school. Like you don't have to wake up at 6:15 or 6 o'clock if you have school at like, you know, 8, like I had school and I will wake up at 6:15. But you don't have to do that. Maybe you can wake up at 7, have an hour to get ready, and maybe an hour and a half up to the time to get ready for online school. But you know, like I don't think you should just be sleeping up until right when you have to get in bed. I think you should get ready for online school because it helps you, put you in a better mood, get you ready for the day, not feel lazy and like, you know, like weird just because you're at home but you're still doing school. Make you feel like you're actually doing school. Because some people think it's weird, which I thought was different, like weird to like dress up. Because I would be dressing up, because like what about all those like new clothes you might have bought because you thought you were going back to school, but you're not. You're gonna wear those, you're still gonna take pictures. So like, that's what I'm gonna do. Plus I think you, overall, if you're going back to real school, you should be safe but also have fun, because I think that is gonna be kind of fun to like go back, but I like being at home because it's safer. So just keep on your mask at all times. Don't like you can get close to your friends, but not like super close, because you don't know where everybody's been. You don't live in the same house to see what everybody's doing. And just be nice to everybody. Don't like, you know, start stuff, because we're just trying to be nice, you know, especially if it's like your last year, you know, or anything, or if you're in high school. Just enjoy your year. And I know there are a lot of seniors that had to be at home for online school, but you know, yeah, we will get through this, because it's just a different year. You guys are different. You can say that you're better than us and you're stronger than us, because when we're seniors, we probably won't have to do any social distancing like this.
We pray not.
Yeah, we hope, we pray that we're not going to have to do any social distancing like this and stay in our houses. But you know, you can say that you're strong, and maybe, you don't even know, maybe we'll throw like a little graduation for you when it's like 2021 or something. And we have quartz.
Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much, sweetheart, for your valuable tips and insight. We love looking at all these school supplies. Oh my God. And try to get all A's and B's for me. You promise?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, everyone. Bye, lovelies. We'll see you in the next one. Close out, baby.